Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk-On Sports Bistro is coming to you live from the woods on the campus of Chiles High School in Tallahassee, Florida, where tonight's matchup is the Wakulla War Eagles visiting the Chiles Timberwolves. Hi everyone, I'm Ben Cinco. Emily Peters is our sideline reporter, will be joining us shortly. And with me in the booth calling the action as always is Eric Llewellyn. Eric, it's been a long offseason. During that offseason, one of these teams got a new head coach. The other's got a coach that's now in his 18th season. Talk to us about these coaches.
Well, and it is a contrast. You've got Coach Chiles, who's been there 18 years, averaged 8.5 wins, consistent program. Bill Reagan's first year as head coach at Chiles. He's got prior head coaching experience off of the Bobby Bowden and Mickey Andrews tree, so it should be an interesting matchup tonight.
All right, well, let's go ahead. Tell us about your keys for tonight's ballgame.
Well, I think for Wakulla, they do a good job of spreading it around. They've got to continue to do that tonight because of the guy that is going to be my key player for them, but they've got to do a good job of continuing to spread the ball around for Samron Brinson to get him more opportunities. As far as Chiles, new offensive system, how are they going to execute that system tonight in their first real game of the season?
All right. Tell us about your key players for tonight.
Well, I mentioned Samron Brinson, and he's a guy that despite team scheming against him, he scored at least one touchdown in every game last year. He's their key player. And for Chiles, it's going to be Taylor Jacobs Jr. who lines up at quarterback running that new offense.
Great. Thank you, Eric. It kicks off next on Tallahassee's CW. Welcome back to Tallahassee, Florida. Ben Cinco, Eric Llewellyn, the third member of our team is Emily Peters on the sideline. Emily.
Thanks, Ben. Last season, Chiles was led by Trey Jones, the incredibly talented running back, also the Offensive Player of the Year in the Big Bend. This year, it's a little bit of a different look for their offense. Eric, you mentioned him in the open. It's Taylor Jacobs. He'll be leading the offense as quarterback this season. And I spoke with head coach Bill Reagans earlier this week, and he said he's super athletic. He can run the ball, he can throw the ball, and they're planning on getting this ball to a wide variety of players this season. Running backs, wide receivers. They'll be playing to the strengths of the team that they have this season.
Great, thank you, Emily. So Bobby Inkster will be kicking things off for us tonight. It's the Awards for You kickoff. The Awards for You kickoff: encourage, recognize, celebrate. That kickoff goes into the end zone for a touchback. Wakulla to start things off offensively for the evening.
I'll try to stay back. Just tap me if I get in the way.
Yeah, I might need you to hop back a little bit. They're saying I'm in your shot.
Probably won't be a lot of opportunities for people to return many kicks against Bobby Inkster this year.
Yeah, he's been kicking since we've been doing these games. The first year, Eric, he's got quite a leg. He's a very accomplished kicker.
Well, that's the thing to look at in this game, too. If it comes down to the wire and there's a kick involved, there's a definite advantage there for Chiles with the veteran Inkster.
First and 10 to Wakulla.
So Hayden Cleese and the Wakulla War Eagles getting ready to start the season off, and Cleese will pitch back to Nehemiah Chandler. Chandler gets around the outside to the 30, 40, and out of bounds about the 42-yard line. Nice first play of the game for Wakulla. Here's tonight's Walk-On Sports Bistro starting lineup for the Wakulla War Eagles. Cleese, Kelly, Carter, Brinson, Zanders, Hoffman, Avery, Gay, Pippin, Tucker, and Blair. First and 10 for the War Eagles right about the 38-yard line. Cleese, quick pass, first down and more, out of bounds right about the 43-yard line. Big first down play for the Wakulla War Eagles.
First down, War Eagles.
All right, let's go ahead and get a look at the starting defense for the Chiles Timberwolves. It's going to be Pope, Sconyers, Lewis, Strozier, Trent Strozier, Harley, Floyd, Bryce, Douglas, McNeely, Harris, and TQ Strozier. First and 10. Cleese going to keep the ball himself out to the 40 to 35 and slides down safe into the 32-yard line.
I like the sequence here early on with Wakulla. Misdirection right out of the gate, take advantage of a hyped up team over pursuit. Works for a good opening play, then they come back to the hitch to Brinson, and then now quarterback draw again, taking advantage of guys that are really hyped up to be out there first game of the regular season.
That was a great look at another Anderson and Hart first down. Anderson and Hart, because you matter. First and 10, Cleese going to hand the ball off, big up through the middle. Let's see, that was
Number 5, Will Bryce on the tackle.
trying to see who running back
We
was
don't
there.
have 26 on our roster.
Okay. All right, Coach Cleese pulling a quick one on us. Gonna use some obfuscation on us, leading to a little confusion. That's all right. We're pros. We'll roll with the punches. First and 10. Fakes the handoff. Cleese rolls to the right. Has a receiver in the end zone. Here's the pass. It's caught. Touchdown, Wakulla.
Well, we talked about in the open, they spread the ball around. They try to find ways to get to Brinson. They got it to him twice in this drive. And again, last year, he scored at least one touchdown in every game. And he scores one right off the bat here for Wakulla.
So great look at once again at the athleticism of Hayden Cleese, able to roll out, look downfield, find that receiver, hit him for 6 points for the Wakulla War Eagles. Luis Quintanilla in for the extra point. That kick is up and good. Your score, Wakulla 7, Chiles 0.
Score, Wakulla 7, Chiles 0.
Well, it took them 1 minute and 48 seconds to drive down, so.
That was Cleese to Brinson on the Weston Trawick touchdown. Weston Trawick building, connecting, powering 24/7.
And again, teams are going to key on Brinson, and that's what you run the end around there on the first play. You come back, you hit him on a hitch, you run that quarterback draw. All of those looks are looks to try to figure out other ways to get Brinson the football, and Wakulla did a good job of doing that on that first drive.
Up on the 50, guys. Why is Rebel playing in there?
So this is a kind of a different thing from Wakulla. Over the years, they've been a run-first kind of team, but with a quarterback like Hayden Cleese and this potent receiving core that they have, you can definitely see why they're doing more pass compared to runs.
Deshaun Douglas in number 4, Ryan Sutton.
So looking for the ball for the kickoff here. Luis Quintanilla readying for the awards for you kickoff. So quick score for Wakulla.
I have a feeling Wakulla's going to be doing a lot of that. It's a veteran offensive line. Those guys know what they're doing out there. They've scored a lot of points over the years.
So just to let you know, folks, that 26 we had a question about earlier. It's actually Bradley Kelly, who's number 2 on our roster, so we'll change that to 26. And here's the awards for you. Kickoff end over end, going toward the sideline and out of bounds. That is going to be a penalty.
Flag on the sideline thrown by former Florida State Seminole fullback Tanner Holloman, who is manning things on the sideline nearest our camera for this officiating crew.
I think you might have some sort of experience with
I do.
Mr.
Tanner was a
Holloman.
senior my freshman year. Great guy and longtime official in this area. Been refereeing games a lot of years.
Was this your freshman year in high school, Eric?
This was not my freshman year at Florida State.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Just wanted to clarify. So Wakulla are actually going to line up to re-kick this ball. Quintanilla getting set up at his own 35-yard line. And I think what happened there was the the awards for you folks might have, maybe they planted a bug in Quintanilla's ear. They want us to say awards for you as much as possible during our broadcast. So
somehow I don't think that's it, Ben.
All right, so 10-12 to go in the first quarter. Here's the awards for you. Kickoff awards for you. Encourage, recognize, and celebrate. This one is caught right at the sideline. Not a whole lot of returnage going on there. Right about the Chiles 39-yard line.
D.B. Potter fielded that one, tried to lower his shoulder there and run over a Wakulla player, but it was basically a draw as they collided, which ended up knocking Potter out of bounds.
All right, let's go ahead and get a look at the Walk-On Sports Bistro. Starting offense for Chiles, we've got Jacobs, Moses, Potter, Atwood, Sumner, Rudd, Hengetsbeck, Roden, Toomey, Lundy, and Herring. 1st and 10 for the Timberwolves. Jacobs fakes the handoff. Quick hit to Sumner on the outside. Going to lose a couple yards.
So over the years with Chiles, we've seen the wing T.
Here's Wakulla starting defense. Thomas, Roberts, Chandler, Thomas, Jackson, Lanier, Burton, Tanner, Egleton, Blackman, and Williams. You were saying, Eric.
We've seen them run the wing T. They're going with more of a spread look this year after the coaching change, but they'll still incorporate some aspects of the wing T into it, but it is a new offense for Chiles.
2nd and 12 for the Timberwolves. Jacobs, another quick pass, a little behind the receiver. Wakulla had a chance at that one.
Well, it was a good read there by the defensive back, Devontae Roberts. A little bit too good of a read. He got too far out in front of that one. When he jumped in, he jumped that pass and ended up basically jumped a little too far, and the ball ended up behind him where he didn't have a shot at picking it.
Roberts' first ball game for this team, played at Rickards last year. So 3rd and 10 for the Timberwolves. Jacobs rolls to the right. He's got a couple of receivers and kind of throws in between them. Going to go out of bounds. Bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether he was going for Isaiah Bundridge or Ryan Sumner there, but he kind of threw it in between them. Bundridge had turned around and looked back. Sumner was still running, so that's probably some miscommunication as far as the route goes.
All right, so Bobby Inkster will come out to punt this ball away. Return men are Delvin Sanders and Cameron Brinson. You know what? We've already seen tonight what Cameron Brinson can do. Inksler, nice kick. Going to be fair catch right about the Wakulla 15. Tell you what, we'll go to break. 9:21 to go in the first quarter. Your score: Wakulla 7, Chiles 0. It's the Barano Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk-On's Sports Bistro, live from Tallahassee, Florida.
Welcome back. We've got Wakulla at Chiles, and back out on the field is Wakulla's offense, led by Hayden Cleese. He had a short season last season. It got cut short due to an injury, but he had a great summer. He went to the Elite 8, which is a huge honor, and I spoke with his father, Coach Scott Cleese, and he said it was just so special to watch him compete. He also did the QBX from Wilson, did really, really well in that, so he's looking to grow this season with his 3rd year as a starter.
Great, thank you, Emily. 1st and 10 for the War Eagles. Cleese looking downfield, has a little time, gets a receiver, that's Brinson, and it's going to be just past the chains there. Going to be a 1st down for Wakulla War Eagles. Anderson and Hart, 1st down. Anderson and Hart, because you matter. Yeah, just adding on to what Emily had to say, Hayden Cleese also participated in the Elite 11, so that's quite an honor as well.
Good zip on that ball, too, to Brinson.
Cleese got 5 receivers he can choose from. He's going to roll to his left, looking downfield. He's got time. He's got a receiver middle field, just a bit behind Gabe Carter.
Yeah, he was initially looking for Delvon Sanders. Carter was the check down there, and I think Cleese just got his feet a little too far out in front of him and ended up throwing that behind the receiver because of where his body was located when he released that football.
So 2nd and 10 for the War Eagles.
3 wide, like Y up. 3 wide, Y up, Y up. No, still
Bradley Kelly in the backfield next to Hayden, please. 4 seconds on the play clock, and War Eagles will call a timeout.
They were doing a little check with me on the sidelines. Cleves was stepping up, and they were lining up. They're doing no huddle, but they weren't really in a hurry-up mode there. So they're doing what they call check with me. They line up. The coaches get a look at what the defense is doing, and then they call a play in from the sideline. Something about what Chiles was lined up in there they must not have liked. So they went ahead and let that run down and then called timeout.
Check out some of the smiling faces on our Liberty Dental Plan Smile Cam, making members smile one smile at a time with the Liberty Dental Plan.
They got a little more battery charge on this one this year. That's giving me less anxiety.
They listen to us. So 2nd and 10 for the War Eagles. 1 back, 4 receivers for Hayden Cleves to work with. Fakes the handoff to Kelly. Cleves feels the pressure, runs up through the middle. Gain about 3 yards on the play.
Snap was a little low there, and that threw the timing off of the play action a little bit. I think that just kind of threw off the entire play.
Good look at that right now. A little bit low. Feeling that William Sconyers to his left coming after him. Sconyers had 12 sacks last year for the Timberwolves. Bringing the pressure. So 3rd and looks like about 8 yards now. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9. Cleves tries to get a quick hitter to Delvin Zanders. Ball is low and incomplete. Going to bring up a 4th down. Big stop for Chiles.
He was a little bit behind him, but I also think Zanders was looking downfield there before the ball arrived. It's certainly a catchable ball. That's the old Dr. John Eason, our wide receiver coach, when I played at Florida State, used to say you catch the ball with your eyes, not with your hands. And that's one where the eyes weren't looking at where the ball was going, so he ended up dropping it.
So Ryan Sumner and LaShawn Douglas are deep to return. There's the punt. End over end, hits about the 35-yard line and is going to travel back to about the 39-yard line. So good starting position here for the Timberwolves for drive number 2.
Yeah, Brandon Burton was down on coverage for Wakulla, and that punt hit him, and I think that cost them some yards downfield.
Inside the NFL is the first authoritative look and listen inside every week's greatest moments and unforgettable stories throughout the NFL season, showcasing previously unseen angles of pivotal game action and revealing behind-the-scenes audio of how it all happened. Catch Inside the NFL premiering on the CW Tallahassee Tuesday, September 5th at 8 p.m. So 1st and 10 for the Timberwolves. Jacobs will this time hand the ball off, and Moses able to get about a yard before he's brought down.
Number 21,
Ronell Moses on the carry. Ball right about the Chiles 41-yard line. Be 2nd down from there.
That inside the NFL, that took me back to my childhood.
Len Dawson and Nick Bonacotti. Yeah, I was gonna talk a little bit about that. 2nd and 9. Jacobs to Moses again. Moses has a little bit of push from his line there, able to get forward for a couple yards.
And I'm older than you, so I go back to Chuck Bednarik.
He was on there?
Yeah. Old school, man.
Was he one of the hosts, or you're talking about oh, wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Chuck Bednarik, wow. So 3rd and a long 6 here for the Timberwolves. Jacobs rolls to his left. Has a receiver open, caught 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 10. 6-yard line, huge first down for the Timberwolves. Isaiah Mundridge with the catch and run.
I tell you what, the whole route structure of that play was just a thing of beauty. And that's why Brundridge ended up so wide open. They got him underneath, right in between the zone, and Jacob sniffed him out and hit him.
There it is. In space. Ball's now inside the Esposito Larned Garden Center red zone. Esposito is the area's most progressive garden center. First and goal. Jacobs hands the ball off. Moses gets across the 5-yard line before he's brought down.
I mentioned Wakulla's veteran offensive line. Chiles is a veteran offensive line as well. And one thing that they have not changed from what they've done is that motion that the offensive line makes to go down into their stances. And we usually see them draw a team off sides 1, 2, 3 times a game at least. And you watch them, they start in a 2-point stance. They go down very abruptly into that 3-point stance. They've kept that as one of the things that they do.
So second and goal. Moses will take the ball, gets across the 5, comes down about the 4-yard line. It'll be third and goal from there.
Moses on carry. Short gain. Brings up third down.
So this is a huge opportunity for the War Eagles to put some points on the board. I'm sorry, the Timberwolves to put some points on the board. The War Eagles are already up 7-0. Third and goal from just inside the 5-yard line. 4 receivers, 1 back for the Timberwolves. Jacobs rolls to his left, feeling the pressure, and is brought down for a sack.
Good job defensively by Wakulla. Jacobs was rolling, looking into the end zone. All his receivers were covered. And then they didn't give him any room to run either.
So Brandon Burton, Brady Jackson, Tanner Lanier also there trying to make the things happen. So Bobby Inkster will come out for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt. Kick is up. And good. Your score, Wakulla 7, Chiles 3. We'll go ahead and send it to break. T-Spark Barano Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk-On's Sports Bistro from Tallahassee, Florida. Welcome back to Tallahassee, Florida. Ben Cinco, Eric Llewellyn, Emily Peters on the sideline with us. Our first Friday Night Rivals game of the season. There's the excited Wolfpack fans. Bobby Inkster just gave them their first 3 points of the season.
Well, if you're Wakulla there, you feel good about keeping them out of the end zone as far as scoring a touchdown there. If you're Chiles, you feel like that's a pretty good opportunity, and you left 4 points on the field.
Inkster getting set for the Awards for You kickoff.
Which we expect to go in the end zone.
Awards for You: encourage, recognize, celebrate. You are correct. Another touchback. Number 2 on the season.
Touchback on play.
Inkster had 32 touchbacks last season.
Brings up first and 10 to Wakulla.
At least 30 off of his total now.
That's
because
right.
I know how to do math. All in my head and everything.
You've been practicing this, obviously. I like it. Wakulla's huddled together on the sideline trying to get things.
I can even do my multiplication tables, too.
Save that for the break, Eric.
Okay.
All right. First and 10. 4 receivers, 1 back for the War Eagles. Please. Feeling the pressure, runs to the outside, but is brought down. Huge play for Chiles. I believe that was William Sconiers, and it was. Sack number 2 on the evening for Sconiers.
Looked like he got up limping, but maybe I imagined that. But nice play by Sconiers. Shed the block. In that case, it was Colson Pippen who was blocking him. He was going to let him go upfield, but Conyers shed him and went back to the inside. And that's when he was able to get to Cleese.
Second down, handoff to Bradley Kelly. Kelly gets through the line for a yard or two before he's brought down.
It's one of your jobs as an offensive lineman. You can get beat to the outside. You can get beat up the field. That always gives the quarterback a lane, but you can't get beat inside. And that's exactly what happened there. He got beat inside, and Cleves was right there, and that led to a sack.
So third and long for the War Eagles. Cleves feeling the pressure once again. Able to escape the first one, but brought down by the second. Able to gain a few yards, but still to bring up a fourth and long for the War Eagles.
Number 43,
Well, that's a good answer back by the Chiles defense.
Fourth down.
Your offense goes down, they put points on the board, you give the ball back to Wakulla, and then you get a 3 and out and hand the ball back to your offense in what should be pretty good field position.
Ryan Sumner back deep to receive this.
He had a motion penalty on Wakulla that was declined. Backfield motion.
LaShawn Douglas also back with Ryan Sumner to return this punt. Here's the punt, end over end, right to Douglas. Douglas catches right about midfield and comes down right about the 44-yard line of the War Eagles. Very good starting position for Chiles to start this drive with.
Yeah, again, like I said, you're going to probably get good field position there. They end up getting it inside the 50-yard line. And a good opportunity for Chiles here to take their first lead of the game if they can turn this into a touchdown drive.
All right, Taylor Jacobs and company will come out for their third drive of the game. 2:43 to go in this first quarter. Moses going to take the handoff, gets around the outside, gets through the middle, and is brought down a couple yards short of the first down, but a flag comes out.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a hold on Chiles. So that play will come back.
Number 21, Ronald Moses on the carry.
There's the call, hold on Chiles.
Okay, I'm going to do one more lap. And then we should be...
Once again, this is the first ball game of the season for both of these teams. They both had, of course, preseason games last week, but this is the first time they've had a full 4 quarters against another team for this season. So the ball's going to be brought all the way back to the Chiles 46-yard line. Be first and about 20 from there. Three receivers, one back for the Timberwolves. Jacobs looking downfield, feeling the rush, gets to the outside, going to use those legs. Penalty flag in the backfield. Jacobs able to get about 8 yards on that, but
it's going to be another hold on Chiles. It's a good example, though, what I was talking about before on if you get beat upfield. If you get beat up the field to the outside, you provide a lane for the quarterback to step up into. In that case, that's what happened. Of course, the holding penalty is going to negate that and walk off another 10 against Chiles.
So the drive started in very good starting position for the Timberwolves, but 2 holding calls in a row have brought the ball all the way back to their own 36-yard line. To get a first down, they have to get all the way to the 36 on the other side of the field. Hand off to Moses. Moses comes ahead for a yard or 2 before he's brought down. clock continues to tick. 1:54 to go.
2-yard gain. Second down.
So second and long for the Timberwolves.
Just don't have a whole lot of 2nd and 29 plays in the playbook.
Jacobs looking for a receiver just a bit behind him. Going to be incomplete, 3rd and long.
A little bit off the back foot there for Jacobs, so lost a little zip on the ball. And that's why that one ended up behind the receiver.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end, Jake Atwood. .119 to go in the first quarter. 3rd and very long. Jacobs. Oh my goodness, a mishap in the backfield. Wakulla is going to pounce on that ball.
I'm not sure if they were trying to do a fake or just kind of hand it off behind the running back on a delayed play on a draw. But they mishandled it, and it ends up being a fumble.
Douglas, it seemed, didn't even seem to think the ball was going to come to him.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know whether it was supposed to. Yeah, that was supposed to be a handoff. So Jacobs is going to roll out, and then once he gets behind the running back, reach around and stuff it in his gut there. And it was just whether it's miscommunication or just mishandled, it ends up being a fumble, and that's a big turnover for Wakulla.
Yeah, Wakulla will start this drive off at the Chiles 32-yard line. 1:13 to go in the first quarter. Cleese will fake the handoff, hit the receiver. Going to be a first down and more. TQ Douglas on the catch. I'm sorry.
And this could be a
Jeremiah Thomas on the catch.
A huge swing in Wakulla's direction, because you're facing Chiles inside the 50 driving in, down 4, and now you can turn this essentially into a 14-point swing.
So Anderson and Hart first down, 50 seconds to go in this first quarter. Cleese looking downfield, has a receiver. That's Brinson. Out of bounds. Trying to see how close that was to the chain.
A couple of times they've gone to the hitch there to Brinson. DB's back off, respecting what Brinson can do. A little short route, turn around, the ball's right there, timing play.
That play good for 8 yards, 2nd and 2. Second and we are in the Esposito Lawn and Garden Center red zone. Esposito is the area's most progressive garden center. So Cleese, the only War Eagle in the backfield, rolls to his left, surveying the field. Got some pressure. Sconders is on him, brings it down. Wow!
Every single Wakulla player down the field is covered there by a Chiles player. Cleese had nowhere to go with that one. He tried to direct a little traffic, get somebody to come back to him, but there was really nobody to go.
Third down.
Great play by Sconders.
Big sack.
Cleese tried to put a spin move on it, but Sconders held on. Great job. So 3rd down. About 12. Got a flag on the field. Yeah. That'll stop the clock.
4 seconds left in the quarter, and a 5-yard walk-off against Chiles.
So he's going to make the 3rd down play a little more manageable.
Chiles, 5-yard penalty.
About 3rd and 6 now for Chiles. Wakulla. And the clock has ticked down. That's the end of the first quarter. Your score, Wakulla 7, Chiles 3. It's the Bear No Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk On Sports Bistro, live from Tallahassee, Florida.
The campus of Chiles High School right here in Tallahassee. We're about to get this second quarter started, but first we're going to take a look at two familiar faces. As we mentioned, head coach of the Timberwolves, Bill Reagans, was a freshman at Florida State University in 1986. Unironically, one of his teammates is also in attendance tonight. Ben, I think you might know who I'm referring to.
Look at those fresh faces.
Oh,
Look at those youngsters. Good-looking kids, Eric Llewellyn and Bill Reagans.
I had some hair back then, didn't I? It almost looks like I sneezed.
All right, so third down at about 6 here for the War Eagles. Cleese going to keep the ball himself, going to get the first down, and Moore is going to slide down about the 4-yard line. Big play.
Well, it's made a lot easier by that offsides call before the end of the first quarter. So instead of 3rd and 11, they end up in 3rd and 7, or 3rd and 6, and he's able to get it on that keeper.
So that keeper was good for a Barber's best termite and pest control first down. So Kelly in the backfield with Cleese. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Play clock down to 5. Cleese looking into the end zone. Going to keep the ball himself. Goes to the left. He's going to be brought down. Wow. Heck of a play there by Holton Harris.
Chase Harley on the tackle.
Get a look here. Cleese, at that point, I thought he was going to be able to get in the end zone, but Holton Harris, number 6, able to get down there and make the play.
That's a really good tackle in space by Harris.
The second down, Kelly's going to get the handoff, dives ahead, and they're going to call that just short of the goal line. So 3rd and goal from there.
Well, if you're Chiles, you've probably got to stop him twice here.
That brings up 3rd down. Let's hear for your defense. Come on, Stephen Jackson, let's hear it for one more time. Let's go.
Cleese is going to go over to the sideline here. I don't know if they're going to call a timeout.
14 seconds on the play clock. Cleese will come back out. Head to the huddle. 8 seconds. 5. I don't know if they're going to get this thing off.
Here.
Yep, they'll call the timeout.
Timeout, Wakulla.
So both teams will go to their respective sidelines, talk some things over. Stay tuned for the Tallahassee Roofing Halftime Report. We'll have this week's Werner Hyundai and Werner Kia Scholar Athletes. Werner Hyundai and Werner Kia, the best way to buy a car is the Werner way. We'll also talk with tonight's participating school administrators, plus Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals highlights from across the country. All coming up in the Tallahassee Roofing Halftime Report. Tallahassee Roofing, we have you covered from the capital to the coast. So, Eric, when we were setting things up for this game, I didn't realize that Tanner Hallman was going to be here, too.
Yes.
I would have found a picture for him.
You could have found one of Tanner as well.
So 3rd and goal for the Timberwolves. I mean, for the War Eagles. I guess it's for the Timberwolves, too, on defense. Low snap, Cleese contains it, throws in the end zone. Touchdown!
Pass complete, touchdown, Wakulla.
Delvon Sanders. Cleese did a good job fielding a low snap there and not letting that throw the play off. Found Sanders right over the top.
Cleese to Sanders. Weston Trawick touchdown. Weston Trawick building, connecting, powering 24/7. Low snap, great job by Cleese. Didn't panic. Found Sanders right there in the middle of the end zone. So 13 and now 14-3 is your score.
Kick is good.
That's a big, again, going back to that turnover. After 2 penalties, gets them 1st and 30. they end up with a turnover there, and that just ends up being a huge, huge swing in Wakulla's favor.
All right, we'll go ahead and send it to break. Your score, Wakulla 14, Chiles 3. Check out some of the smiling faces on our Liberty Dental Plan Smile Cam, making members smile one smile at a time with the Liberty Dental Plan. Welcome back to the Woods on the campus of Chiles High School, Tallahassee, Florida. Thank you for joining us. Our first Friday Night Rivals game of the season. We got 9 more after this.
Can't tell you how happy it makes me that they charged the camera battery there.
We were sweating it a few times last year, I think, on that dental cam, yeah.
That keeps you for Chiles, number 4, Ryan Summer.
So Wakulla lined up to give us the awards for you. Kickoff, end over end. To the side, going to be caught and brought down about the 38-yard line.
B.B. Potter again. Got a little more on that one than he did the last one. At some point, you got to be careful on those if you're Chiles, and nothing wrong in that case throwing up an arm and calling the fair catch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we want to try to limit the mistakes. I mean, last drive they were set up very well on the starting field position, then mistake after mistake, and a couple of holding calls, and then a fumble that set up the War Eagles for their touchdown. So 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Jacobs looking downfield, looking to Ryan Sumner, and not able to make the connection. And a flag comes out.
How is that guy not calling right there?
There's a little bumping on that one on the way down the field. That one comes from the back judge. He's the one who threw the flag. And they do call that on Wakulla.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not sure I really mind that call either way, if you call it or you don't call it. I mean, there's definite contact there, but
look where the ball is.
Yeah, but you can say that he's impeded by the contact, and that
I don't know.
If he's unimpeded there, he can get to that ball.
Okay, so Chiles will get the ball right at midfield by virtue of that penalty. 1st and 10. Jacobs will hand the ball off to Moses. Moses brought down a couple yards past the line of scrimmage.
Moses on the carry for gain of 1. 2nd and 9.
John Hernandez, longtime offensive coordinator, has stayed in that position. Now he's got a co-OC and the quarterback's dad, Taylor Jacobs Jr. quarterback. Taylor Jacobs, a former wide receiver at University of Florida.
And Leon High School.
And
play will not happen.
Do have a flag. I think that's going to be offsides on Wakulla. That flag was thrown by the official closest to us, who you mentioned earlier, Tanner Holloman. I mentioned before, fullback, finished up his career in 1986 at Florida State. Had a younger brother, Darren Holloman, very good wide receiver. Played at FSU as well. That's a good run there by Taylor Jacobs.
Taylor Jacobs
pulled the handoff back out of the running back's belly and kept it himself and took that for the 1st down.
So another Barber's Best termite and pest 1st down. And I apologize. I was doing some research there, and Taylor Jacobs didn't play at Leon. It was at FAMU High, DRS.
There you go.
My apologies. As soon as I said it, I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I think I got that wrong. So 1st and 10 for the War Eagle, or for the Timberwolves. Hand off to Moses. Moses trying to make something happen. Had a host of War Eagles in his face. Able to get down for about a yard.
Gain of 1. Brings up second and 9.
But Tanner Holloman was Leon High School.
Maybe that's what I was thinking. Matter of fact, it is. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Good save.
Thanks. So 2nd and 9 for the Timberwolves. Jacobs looking downfield, feeling the pressure, getting to the outside and out of bounds. They gained some yardage there, still to bring up a 3rd and about 5.
Good protection by the Chiles offensive line. Good coverage by Wakulla's defense there, but Jacobs did a good job. There wasn't really anywhere for him to go up the middle in that case, so he found a little bit of a seam to the outside and turned it into a positive gain.
So the ball's being marked at the Wakulla 34-yard line. The 3rd and 5 from there. Jacobs has 3 receivers to his right, 1 to the left, and Moses in the backfield. Jacobs looking to the end zone. He's got a War Eagle. Caught the ball at the 1 and is coming on out. Brought down hard at the 27-yard line, but that was an interception. Jeremiah Thomas on the grab.
They had Bundridge on a post. The problem there is there were 3 Wakulla War Eagles in between Bundridge and the ball, and pass was underthrown, and
we'll get a good look at it.
On it.
Just trying to force that ball.
Yeah.
There's the interception there by Thomas.
Yeah, in that case, you can't underthrow that into 3 guys.
All right, water break on the field. We'll take one as well. Your score, Wakulla 14, Chiles 3. We'll be back shortly. During the 4th quarter of tonight's game, we'll be selecting the Barano Heating and Air Player of the Game. Barano Heating and Air, we will always be there for you. I'll tell you what, I wish Barano Heating and Air could be up in this press box with us right now, huh, guys? What a day. Hot, hot, hot. Eric, is there a wet bulb up here we can check?
2023 buzzword, wet bulb temperature.
1st and 10 for Wakulla.
I don't have time to explain it. Google it.
Please, feeling the pressure. Steps up. Makes a defender miss him as he comes down. Going to gain about 3 on that play. Chiles once again bringing the pressure on Hayden Cleese.
They have done a good job of getting pressure on Cleese tonight. And really, the defensive backfield, I think, has done a good job for Chiles as well. You know, save for that opening drive by Wakulla where they drove right down the field, the other touchdown obviously comes off of that turnover by Chiles.
Cleese this time will give the ball to Kelly. Kelly gets through the line of scrimmage.
Stuffed that one, short gain, maybe a yard.
Get a little chippy down there on the field. Letting the kids play.
That's
by the defensive line, no gain.
That's a little push, but not with any kind of intent. Let the coaches handle it. They did.
3rd and 6 for Wakulla. Ball right at their own 35-yard line.
Again, if you can get a stop here, you get the ball in decent field position for Chiles.
Please. Looking downfield. Double coverage. Trying to get the ball. Nehemiah Chandler just not able to make that connection. Bring up 4th and 6.
Well, that's a good answer by the Chiles defense after the turnover. And they did their job, maybe. No, that's going to be on Chiles, or on Wakulla, so. ineligible downfield.
Chiles will decline that, bring up a 4th down. Success. I've been trying to find out who that punter is. That's Danny Godbolt.
Back to receive for Chiles, number 4, Ryan Sumner.
Ryan Sumner. LaShawn Douglas back to return this punt. Oh, a snap to the up man.
Yeah.
Chiles sniffed that out, brought him down. Woo.
So that's going to be Chiles football inside the 40-yard line, about the 36, after stopping the fake punt.
As you turn over on down,
gutsy play call.
Chiles.
That's a good tackle there.
Bryson Floyd, the hero on that play. Wow. Comes up huge for the Timberwolves. That'll bring up a 1st and 10.
And I think it's Emerson McNeely, I believe, who slowed him down a little bit there by getting penetration and helping on that one.
So Chiles will start this drive off at the Wakulla 35-yard line. Jacobs going to fake the handoff, then he hands it off to Ryan Sumner, who comes around the end. Gains a couple yards there. Nice job by the Wakulla defense to stop that.
Bill Reagan's down on the sidelines, heading over to talk to the defense real quick. He's maintained defensive coordinator duties after taking over as the head coach.
His fingerprints are all over this defense.
Yeah.
Second down. Whoa, a little miscommunication there. The backfield. Jacobs going to keep it, be brought down for a loss.
Yeah, you've got him handing off to a running back who's on the wrong side of things. And he went to hand it off. Nobody was there. He realized it, tucked it, and he was lucky he didn't lose more. Yeah, see you see the running backs on the wrong side. Again, whether that's the quarterback or the running back, we don't know, but either way, it's a blown assignment by somebody, and that leads to a negative play for Chiles.
So they're going to have the ball now for a 3rd and 11 at the Wakulla 36-yard line. Jacobs rolls to the right, sees the receiver, hits the receiver, calls ahead for a 1st down and more. Big play.
That's a huge broken tackle there by Isaiah Bundridge after the catch. Jacobs sniffed him out, got the ball to him. Bundridge is a little bit shy of the sticks there when he makes the catch, but he's able to break that initial contact and get past the marker.
Jacobs to Bundridge, Barber's best termite and pest 1st down, also brings the ball into the Esposito Lawn and Garden Center red zone. Esposito is the area's most progressive garden center. Ball at the 18. Jacobs going to hand the ball off to Moses. Moses brought down hard after he gets about a yard. Actually, beg your pardon. That was LaShawn Douglas on the carry.
Correction. LaShawn Douglas on the carry.
Play getting signaled in by Taylor Jacobs to Taylor Jacobs Jr.
Clock continues to roll. Jacobs looking, trying to get the ball to the receiver, just couldn't make that connection intended there for Hunter Trotman.
I think he initially wanted to just swing it out to LaShawn Douglas coming out of the backfield, but pulled it back down and then looked downfield to Jake Atwood. That was almost a
14 up.
Almost a bad play for Chiles there.
Brady Jackson playing the tight coverage there. So a timeout on the field called by Chiles. 2:37 to go in the second quarter. Wakulla up 14-3. Stay tuned for the Tallahassee Roofing halftime report. We'll have this week's Werner Hyundai and Werner Kia Scholar athletes. Werner Hyundai and Werner Kia, the best way to buy a car is the Werner way. We'll also talk with tonight's participating school administrators, plus Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals highlights from across the country. All coming up in the Tallahassee Roofing halftime report. Tallahassee Roofing, we have you covered from the capital to the coast. So the teams will come back on the field. Chiles facing a 3rd and 7 at the Wakulla 18-yard line.
No sense in not taking that time out there. Pretty big 3rd down play. You're down 11 points in the red zone. Can't take those to the locker room with you. So
Jacobs will roll to the right, looking to keep the ball himself. He's able to. He gets a hit. Let's see how close he got to the 1st down.
I think he's going to be just a little short.
Looks like the tackler and tacklee both shaken up on the field.
They are motioning. Come out and check on the players. We've got a flag down as well.
Jacobs is up.
I wonder if they're going to get Lundy for a hold here. 75 for Chiles.
Let's see if we can get a look at that play.
Lundy was kind of leading the blocking on that one.
Yep, they are calling hold on Chiles, going to bring the ball back.
And I do think that's who that's probably on. It's a spot foul, so it ended up bringing it all the way back, almost to the original line of scrimmage.
So Ryan Sumner checks out. B.B. Potter is going to come in.
Actually, it's about maybe a 3-yard difference on that, so they're back a little bit further than they were at the start of the previous 3rd down play.
And Sumner comes back in. Yeah, Jacobs has to come out of play off that, so Sumner's going to check in at quarterback. That's a big 3rd down play, and a timeout is called by the Timberwolves. So 2:29 to go.
Well, it's same reason they called timeout on the last 3rd down play. They're going to do it again here. That's still have a timeout left. There's no use in having those in their pocket when they go to the locker room at halftime, and this is a pretty big situation here for Chiles. The question here, and I think what Chiles is probably talking about, is you don't need to get 11 yards on this play. You're down 11. Do you do something that you can get 4 or 5 or 6 yards out of and then come back and go for it on 4th down? That's one of the things I'm sure they're discussing as far as what they're going to run on this particular down.
Yeah, and this game could be, I mean, it's only 11 points, but this game could be even closer with that, you know, that turnover that Chiles had earlier in the game that Wakulla wound up being able to convert for a touchdown a little bit later in that drive. But had that not happened, never know. So we've got a handoff in the backfield, nothing doing. Wakulla all over that.
Yeah,
Jeremiah Thomas making the play. Wow.
Yeah, Douglas just couldn't get a corner there. They did a good job of extending that play. Wakulla did, keeping him from getting up the field, and ended up losing more yardage. And now you do put yourself into a position where you're going to end up kicking the field goal, and you've got a guy in Bobby Enxler that you trust at a distance like this, 41 yards.
Enxler already good tonight on a 25-yarder. Oh, it's Sumner keeps the ball and is brought down. Wow.
And I think it was a bobbled snap. I don't think that was supposed to be a fake. I think as he got the ball and went to place it, I think it just came out of his hand. And so he picked it up and tried to take off with it.
Devontae Roberts makes the play for the War Eagles.
And I don't think that was a called fake.
So the War Eagles are going to take over at their own 35-yard line. Here's a good look at what happened here. Yeah, just couldn't get the ball set for Enxler, so Sumner had to take off with it. All right, so Cleese and company, 4 receivers, 1 back. Cleese looking, hits the receiver. Caught about 3 yards shy of the first down. Nehemiah Chandler, Clock continues to roll, 1:30 to go in the first half. Cleese hands the ball off. Not a whole lot there. Good stop by the Chiles Timberwolves defense.
Looking on the play. That brings us up 3rd down.
Well, does Chiles have another 3rd down stop in him here?
Wakulla has a 3rd and long to convert. 4 receivers, actually 5 receivers. Cleese going to try to keep the ball himself. Nothing doing. Chiles all over it.
Another 3rd down stop by the Chiles defense.
So 4th down, we'll see what Scott Cleese and company call here. Last time, fake punt on 4th down.
There is a little bit of a difference in the game clock and the play clock, about 9 seconds. So they do have to snap the ball.
Clock continues to roll. Oh, offside.
That is not what you wanted if you're Chiles.
Chiles will pay for their malfeasance on that play. A little too aggressive.
Malfeasance. Solid.
21 seconds to go. Result will be a Wakulla 1st down. They'll have the ball at their own 48-yard line.
Clock down to 12 seconds.
Cleese rolls to his right. Looking downfield. Got it. Oh, through the receiver's hands.
So 5.5 seconds left here for Wakulla. Could be the last play of the half coming up.
Every time they roll out the back.
Do you take a shot down the field, or do you do something quick to the sideline and see if you can get 2 plays out of this?
Yeah, with the pressure Chiles has been getting on him, you think that they might be smart to just do something a little bit shorter. Now looking, he's got a receiver short. That's Brinson. Brinson running to the middle of the field. This is going to
end the half.
End the half. All right, so our score at the half: Wakulla 14, Chiles 3. Emily Peters getting ready to talk to Wakulla head coach Scott Cleese before we send it to break, but we'll see what Coach Cleese has to tell Emily.
Thank you, Ben. Coach Cleese, big stop for your defense right before the half. What did you see there?
You know, our defense played lights out so far. We got to keep it up second half. It's a long game. They got a great defense. We got a great defense. Our offense is doing really good things. We've got a ton of yardage. We just haven't finished on every drive. We got to start finishing. So we'll continue to do what we do. You'll see in the second half we're going to speed it up and go fast.
What's the message to your team in the locker room?
Play physical. Just play hard, play physical. And as long as we do that, good things are going to happen.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Back to you, Ben.
Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Coach Cleese. Coach Cleese giving us a little sneak peek of the second half. So we'll go ahead and send it to break. Your score at the half: Wakulla 14, Chiles 3. It's the Bear No Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk-On Sports Bistro.
This week's Scholar Athlete is Kane Tucker. Kane has a 4.17 GPA and is a member of the Wakulla High School varsity football team. He is a member of the National Honor Society, Engineering Academy, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and volunteers in his spare time. Congratulations, Kane. This week's Scholar Athlete is William Sconiers. William has a 4.21 GPA and is a member of the Chiles High School varsity football team. He is an AP Scholar, member of the National Honor Society, the Chiles Cancer Society, and volunteers in his free time. Congratulations, William.
I'm down here with Principal Burgess from Chiles High School. And Principal, it's always great to see you.
Great to see you as well.
And we're back. Football is finally back. How excited are you to be back down here?
Very excited. It's all about the kids, the football team out here, the cheerleaders, and the band. I mean, it's a great event, a great atmosphere.
We were talking a little bit earlier about Club Rush. Can you tell me more about that?
So Club Rush is an event over 2 days at lunchtime where we have over 60 clubs in the courtyard, and the kids get a chance to shop for clubs. And it really gives a chance for them to be a part of the school, get with a group or organization that you can kind of feel a part of, and it's another way to kind of help them feel a part of the school.
Yeah, what a great way for them to get involved. Now let's talk about the football team. New head coach, Bill Reagans, and I talked to him a little bit earlier this week, and he just talked about how he wants to develop these players as young men. Will you tell me a little bit about his approach?
So he is kid first. Really, he's the biggest kid we have on campus. He's the pride of Live Oak, Florida. Played at Florida State. He's, he is energetic. I mean, you'll see him racing the kids. He's just a great person. He's actually also been here as a teacher, but also as a parent. So his kids came through here, and so his wife Stephanie, they're all in, and so he's all about the T-Wolves.
What a great person to lead this team this year. Well, thank you so much, Principal Burgess. It's been great.
Well, thank you, and I want to give a quick shout out to my wife Shannon and to my family, especially those in Mount Pleasant and Greensboro.
Shout out to you guys.
We're back with you. It's the Bear No Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk-On Sports Bistro. Ben Cinco, Eric Llewellyn, Emily Peters. Glad you're with us tonight. Beautiful evening here in Tallahassee, Florida. Wakulla leads this ball game 14-3. War Eagles will kick things off. Nice leg into it. Ryan Sumner back. The ball is going to get into the end zone for a touchback. Emily Peters with head coach Bill Reagans for the Timberwolves. Emily.
I had a chance to catch up with Coach Reagans after halftime, and he said, we need to make some adjustments, just minor ones, but we missed out on some chances. Of course, we took a shot and it was intercepted. We're jumping off sides, just making little mistakes that are kind of adding up. So we're looking to clean those up here in the second half.
Great information, Emily. Thank you very much. So Chiles will have the ball first to start things off in the second half. Taylor Jacobs and company looking to improve things off the first half that saw them only score 3 points. Got a handoff to Moses. Moses gets around some defenders, able to fall ahead for a couple yards there.
Looks like they've shuffled things coaching-wise on the Chiles sideline. We saw Taylor Jacobs calling the plays into Taylor Jacobs Jr., but I think he's moved upstairs now for the second half. Of course, he's co-offensive coordinator along with John Hernandez.
So 2nd and 7 here for the Timberwolves.
So it sounds like they wanted to get Jacobs upstairs to get an eye on things from up top.
Handoff. Runner gets ahead to about the 26-yard line. We'll set up a third down from there. Again, that's Ronell Moses on the carry.
Come out behind that veteran offensive line. A couple of runs early on to combine for 7 yards or so. Get you into a 3rd and short.
Play clock down to 8 seconds. Chiles just now breaking the huddle. They're trying to hustle this thing. 1 second. Snap gets off. Jacobs rolls to his left, looking downfield. Had a receiver, just kind of rocketed that ball just past him. So be incomplete. 4th down. And we have a pass interference call here against Wakulla. Didn't see a flag, but I just saw a motion by the official down there, by the referee.
So they're going to walk that one off, and that's going to give Chiles a 1st down.
And there's the signal again. Pass interference on Wakulla. Again, we didn't see a flag. But they had this down on the field, so it'll bring the ball out to the 33-yard line for Chiles. 1st and 10 from there. Jacobs, Morris, or Moses, excuse me.
That time, Wakulla sniffed out the play. Good penetration. Strung that one out to the sideline before dumping him for a loss.
Devontae Roberts on the play. We'll go ahead and get a look at a replay of the pass interference call from the previous play. Let's get a look. Jacobs going downfield, trying to get the receiver, and there it is. Yep. Great camera work there, guys. Thanks for showing that to us. So loss of 2 on that play. 2nd and 12 for the Timberwolves. Jacobs rolls to his left. Going to keep the ball himself. Gets past the line of scrimmage. He's going to gain about 4 on that play.
Yeah, everybody was covered there. He saw it, recognized it, tucked it, and ran. And like you said, picked up about 4 yards. Get him to about 3rd and 8. Maybe, yeah, 3rd and 8.
Chiles down 14-3 here to Wakulla. 9 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 4 receivers, 2 left, 2 right for the Timberwolves. Jacobs trying to go to a receiver. Rainbow ball caught. Touchdown, Timberwolves! The strike, 54 yards. Weston Trawick touchdown for the Chiles Timberwolves. Isaiah Brundage on that catch.
I don't think Avi and Thomas realized Brundage was there. He got turned around, and if you watch after the catch is made, Thomas looks back to his inside and has no idea that catch has been made behind him. It's a good throw by Taylor Jacobs Jr. You got to hit them when they're that open, and he did.
Another trouble on the snap there. Good job by Sumner to contain it. Inkster puts the ball through the uprights. Your score, Wakulla 14, Chiles 10. Whew. Tell you, we're going to keep the action here to kind of just reset what just happened. I mean, caught us all off guard there. Heck of a job there by Chiles. During the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll be highlighting the Bear No Heating and Air play of the game. Bear No Heating and Air, we will always be there for you. Might that be the play of the game?
Could be.
Could be.
It's a good candidate right now, that's for sure.
Could be the catalyst for this Timberwolves team to turn things around in the 2nd half. So 14-10, what an exciting play.
Of course, that Chiles turnover back in the 1st half looming a little larger now. They pulled to within 4.
So Bobby Inkster out for the Awards for You kickoff. Awards for You: encourage, recognize, celebrate. And another Bobby Inkster touchback number 3 of the ball game for him.
So Chiles able to solve Wakulla's defense there. Now Wakulla will come out and see if Chiles' defense can hold up here and give the ball back to their offense.
Hey, Eric, check out some of the smiling faces on our Liberty Dental Plan Smile Cam. Making members smile one smile at a time with the Liberty Dental Plan. Still decent charge on the cam. I love it.
Certainly more smiles on the Chiles side of things right now after that.
That's right. So Wakulla with their first offensive drive of the 2nd half. Hayden Cleese and company looking to answer that score. And the play is blown dead. The referee says offside. Points to Wakulla.
That's usually somebody lining up offsides.
So 5-yard loss there on the penalty. Bring up a 1st and 15.
5-yard penalty.
Cleese looking for a receiver. He's got one. Is he going to be able to connect? Oh, just a little bit too much on that play.
Well, Brinson outran everybody, but like you said, overthrown, so Brinson couldn't get to it even with his speed.
So 2nd and 15 for Wakulla. In case you're wondering, next week, Wakulla has a game in Orlando at Disney against Balboa High School from San Francisco. Cleese going to keep the ball himself and brought down, nothing doing.
I want to make a Yo Adrian joke in there somewhere.
Let's get a look here. Balboa, nice. So, yeah, Cleese trying to get up there. Boom, big play. That was number 54, Trent Strozier on the play. So 3rd and long here. See if Chiles' defense can make a big play and get their offense back on the field. Cleese rolls to his left, looking for a receiver. Throws behind the receiver, incomplete. 4th down.
Well, you had good pressure in the backfield there by Kamen Pope. Disrupted things a little bit, just enough. And another big stop by the Chiles defense. Both defenses have played very well this ball game. And really, you know, you look at the Wakulla side of things, just that one big play on the last drive. Really their only defensive hiccup of the evening.
Danny Gudbolt comes out for the punt. Ryan Sumner, LaShawn Douglas deep for the Timberwolves. This will be Sumner. Catches the ball, keeps his feet out to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, 30. Out of bounds about the 27-yard line.
Boy, that was a great start and stop that he made at the beginning of that return. Caught it, took a step, stopped, let a guy go by, and then changed directions to turn that into a nice return.
I was thinking Douglas was actually going to field this ball, but he backed off Sumner. Seven yards before he's brought down.
Moses on the carry.
All right, so that brings up a 2nd and short for the Chiles Timberwolves.
2nd and 2.
So a heck of a run there by Ronell Moses. 2nd and 2. Puts the ball into the Esposito Lawn and Garden Center red zone. Moses with the handoff again. Gets through the line, gets a 1st down for the Timberwolves.
1st down, Timberwolves.
That's an Anderson and Hart 1st down. Anderson and Hart, because you matter.
Jacobs walks over to the sideline, gets the play call in, and heads back to his huddle.
So ball marked at the 14-yard line, 1st and 10 from there. Jacobs going to keep the ball himself, runs to the outside to the 10, 9-yard line before he's brought out of bounds. About 4 or 5-yard gain there.
Yeah, that one's just a race to the sideline. See if he can beat somebody to to the out of bounds marker there and just pick up some yardage. That's exactly what he did.
Clock stops, 6:16 to go in the third quarter. Chiles down 14-10, but threatening here, 2nd and short. Jacobs hands the ball to Moses. Moses stutter steps through the line. Ultimately brought down right about the 4-yard line. Be a first and goal from there.
I was about to say, I think he got enough for the first down.
First and goal, Timberwolves.
Another Anderson and Hart first down for the Timberwolves. That ball spotted right at the 4-yard line. I like the poise right now of Chiles on offense. They're not hurrying things. They don't look like they're over their skis or anything here.
They're going to call timeout.
All right, so they'll call a timeout there. We'll go ahead and send it to break. 6:09 to go in the third quarter. Your score, Wakulla 14, Chiles 10. It's the Barano Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk-On Sports Bistro. Inside the NFL is the first authoritative look and listen inside every week's greatest moments and unforgettable stories throughout the NFL season, showcasing previously unseen angles of pivotal game action and revealing behind-the-scenes audio of how it all happened. Catch Inside the NFL premiering on the CW Tallahassee Tuesday, September 5th at 8 p.m. Tell you what, CW's really stepping up on the programming, the sports programming.
Yep.
And I think it kind of has to do with us, right? Over the last couple of years, the numbers are in. People are paying attention to sports on CW because of us.
I'm quite sure that's what it is.
So they decided, you know what? Let's spend some money on ACC football. Let's get inside the NFL. All right, so back to action. Chiles, Jacobs, shotgun snap, hands off, and into the end zone for a touchdown. LaShawn Douglas, Weston Treywick, touchdown. Building, connecting, powering 24/7, Weston Treywick. LaShawn Douglas, 6 points for the Timberwolves.
And just like that, Chiles has made up that 11-point halftime deficit. Chance to go up 3 here with a successful conversion. Looked like they were missing a guy there as they run Lundy in from the sidelines to take up a spot on the right side of the line.
Bobby Angsler in for the extra point. The kick is up. And good. Your score, Chiles 17, Wakulla 14. We'll keep the action here.
Stand up and let's hear it for your Timberwolves.
Thinking about
Later on tonight's game, we'll be showcasing the Walk-On Sports Bistro Drive of the Game. Walk-On Sports Bistro, game day with a taste of Louisiana.
Okay, water boy. Again, that inside the NFL, think about the voice, John Facenda, Harry Callison there too with some of the voiceover stuff.
And some great music.
Yes.
Too. Love the music. The highlights. Yep. So the Timberwolves ahead now, 17-14. Bobby Angsler with what I think is going to be a touchback. And it is. Let's take a moment to throw it down to Emily Peters. Emily.
Thank you, Ben. A definite shift in the energy over here in Chiles. Not just what you can see on the field, but over here on the sideline, too. They have come out in the second half, and they have been so loud. Just over here near me, I hear the coaches cheering, I hear the players excited, and they were all fairly quiet for the first half. So you can definitely feel a shift in their mindset and their energy in the second half.
And up here in the stands, we can hear it and see it, too. So it's contagious. You you start a season like this, a little scuffle in the first half, but some big points in the second half. Now up 17-14.
Well, and you know, you go back to that first half, and you felt like Wakulla had to feel fairly lucky to be up 14-3 going into the locker room there at halftime. And you go back to what Bill Reagan's talked about to Emily. You know, they felt like it's just a couple of plays away from being in a much better spot in this game, and here they've turned it around very quickly, just a little less than 6 minutes into this second half, and they've turned the game around.
So the War Eagles will try to turn things around on this drive. 4 receivers, 1 back. Cleese hits the back out of the backfield. Makes the defender miss, keeps his feet, gets out of bounds right about where the first down marker is.
Delvon Zanders did a good job making the first guy miss. Had Chase Harley pursuing and got by Harley, got to the next level, got the first down.
And that was an Anderson and Hart first down. Anderson and Hart, because you matter. Every first down matters in the game of football. Cleese fakes the handoff, hits the receiver, gets ahead. Going to be very close to another Anderson and Hart first down. We'll see where they mark this ball.
I think that's going to end up just shy, but again, a couple of really good plays here by Wakulla coming into this series where they haven't had a whole lot of success moving the ball here of late against Chiles. They did get it. I thought that was going to be a little bit short, but they did get it.
Nehemiah Chandler strike from Hayden Cleese right at 10 yards, and another Anderson and Hart first down. Cleese this time will hand the ball off. Nothing doing. That Chiles defense is stout up front. Call that Chase Harley, Bryson Floyd, Will Bryce. The whole Wolf pack there making the play.
Wakulla goes to the pass. 2 plays, 2 first downs, try to run it. Chiles stuffs it.
That time that was Jeremiah Thomas on the carry. So second down, Cleese will keep the ball himself, and it's hit hard. Whew. That was Chase Harley put the hit on him.
I thought we were going to get a penalty on Wakulla there as they had a receiver not on the line. He stepped up to the line at the very last moment. I thought he might get called for a penalty there, saying he didn't get set.
So 3rd and about 11 here for the Wakulla War Eagles. Hayden Cleese rolls to his right, looking for receivers, able to hit that, oh, right in the hands, and it's dropped. Wow.
Well, he had Samron Brinson. Throw was a little bit low, but that's definitely a catchable ball for Brinson.
Yep.
And he was past the first down markers as well, so that's a big drop for Wakulla.
Yep.
Now they've already tried one fake. I don't know that they're going to try another one, but you've got to be wary of that if you're Chiles.
So Ryan Sumner back deep on this one. It's actually going to be kicked to one of the out men. That's Douglas. Call the fair catch wisely. We'll go ahead and set it to break. 3:53 to go in the 3rd quarter. Your score, Chiles 17, Wakulla 14. It's the Bear No Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk-On Sports Bistro. Welcome back to the Woods on the campus of Lawton Chiles High School in Tallahassee, Florida. Ben Cinco, Eric Llewellyn, Emily Peters calling the action for you tonight. Your score, Wakulla down 14-17, so 17-14 Chiles. I don't know why I led with Wakulla, but that's your score. And during the 4th quarter of tonight's game, we'll be selecting the Bear No Heating and Air Player of the Game. Bear No Heating and Air will always be there for you. Taylor Jacobs and company start things off on this drive. Ooh, dangerous pass there.
Got it, though. Complete.
Wow. Did not realize he hauled that in.
That was a great catch by Gavin Rudd.
It was.
Pass complete to number 8, Gavin Rudd.
replay on that one. Oh, a little tip, too.
Oh, look at that.
Got tipped, and he still hung on to it.
About a 4-yard gain on that pass play.
Excellent camera work to pick that tip up, too.
Second down. That's Moses with the handoff. Nothing doing there, though. Wakulla defense making the play they need to right now. Bring up a third down, third and call it 6. This Wakulla defense up 14-3 at the half, has given up 14 points in the third quarter. Now finds themselves down by 3. Jacobs with Moses in the backfield. Jacobs rolls to his left. Trying to shake off some defenders, but is brought down. Big play for the War Eagles.
I thought they might have got a piece of his face mask there, but no flag. Right after the contact, you even saw Jacobs adjust his helmet.
Let's look here.
Yeah, we had another player in the way there, so we couldn't see the contact.
So Bobby Ingsler will come out. It's a 4th and 8.
Doesn't seem to be a whole lot of argument from the Chiles sideline. Usually there would be, and if they had gotten that face mask. Well, that's a heck of a job with that snap by Ingsler.
Line drive punt. Going to be returned by Samron Brinson. Runs left, then goes right. Get about midfield and a little bit more, and close to about the 42-yard line of Chiles. That's where Wakulla will start things off on this drive.
He ends up hitting a worm burner there, but he did such a good job of getting that punt or the snap under control. Unfortunately, it doesn't give your crew a whole lot of time to get downfield and cover either.
So minute 36 to go in this third quarter. War Eagles have been shut out this second half thus far. Start this drive off in pretty good field position in Timberwolves territory. Got a handoff there. Delvin Sanders, but not able to make anything happen because of that Chiles defense. Woo.
Jet sweep action there by Wakulla, and Harley sniffed it out. 2-yard loss there. What Chiles defense has been so good tonight. Both defenses have been so good tonight. That's going to be on Wakulla.
Yeah, false start. Going to knock him back 5 yards.
Can't move the ball when you're the center before the snap.
False start. Offense. 7.
We'll get a look at this. Yeah, there it was. Okay. All right, so 2nd and about 17 here. Cleese looking for a receiver. He's got him right at the stick there.
I think he's going to be about a yard shy.
Cleese hit Jeremiah Thomas. You're right. Looks like about a yard short. Could be 3rd down from there.
He had to get to the 33, and he's at the 34 and a half.
3rd and 1. Kelly fumbles the ball.
They got it back.
Yeah, he was able to get it. Doesn't look like that's going to be enough for the 1st down.
Well, got to think Wakulla's going for it here.
Let's see where they spot this thing. You get a good look here. Kelly just not able to get a hold of that ball until it's about 3 yards downfield and on the ground. Big play for Wakulla. They're going to call a timeout and talk things over. And that's actually the end of the third quarter. Your score, Chiles 17, Wakulla 14. We'll go ahead and send it to break. It's the Barano Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk-On Sports Bistro. Put those four fingers up. We'll be back for the fourth quarter. Check out some of the smiling faces on our Liberty Dental Plan Smile Cam. Making members smile one smile at a time with the Liberty Dental Plan. All right, fourth down. We're in the fourth quarter. Fourth and very short. Cleese gets behind center. Got a back behind him. Cleese is going to try to get it himself. He falls ahead and looks like he's going to be able to do it. Big first down for the War Eagles.
A little assist from one of his running backs there. A little push from behind.
Helped him achieve the Barber's Best Termite and Pest first down. Four receivers, one back for the War Eagles. Oh! Whoa!
Whoa, Wakulla.
Oh, wow, they did.
Very lucky there.
Ooh. Bad snap, but it's negated by a false start penalty.
Whistle blows the play dead. Flag thrown, then whistle blows the play dead, which wipes out that ball that was about 10 feet above the head of the quarterback, Cleese. And then it's a race back to that ball, and oblong footballs don't take very predictable bounces.
First and 15 from the 36-yard line. Another bad snap. Cleese able to corral it. Looks downfield as a receiver, but incomplete.
Whew. Yeah, it was Jordell Lewis got snatched down as he got into the backfield there. Really, and got pulled down by the front collar of his jersey. And Wakulla right now has to worry about whether they can get a snap back to Cleese, because that's two in a row that were awful, and I think they're trying to do something about that right now.
So they're going to mark off 10-yarder for holding.
Flag on the play. Holding.
First and 15 becomes first and about 25. 26, actually.
First and long.
Wow. Another low snap. Cleese again able to get it. Looking downfield, has a receiver. A little behind him, he still catches it, runs ahead, and
got it.
Got the first down. Huge play for the Timberwolves. That was Cleese to Jeremiah Thomas once again. Get a look. Cleese steady under pressure. Gets the ball downfield. Nice run. Another Barber's Best Termite and Pest Control first down. Hayden Cleese, better snap that time. Finds the receiver. Receiver hit just as he catches the ball, but still a nice 5-yard gain there on the play.
Good coverage by Malachi Mitchell there. Cleese, though, showing the arm strength to get that ball out there to Princeton in that situation. Got a good zip on the ball.
Ball's now inside the Esposito Lawn and Garden Center red zone. Esposito is the area's most progressive garden center. Second and 5, right about the 15-yard line.
Another check with me, lining up and looking to the sideline for a play call, and instead it's going to be a timeout by Wakulla.
We'll go ahead and get a TO ourselves. A little more than 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Your score, Chiles 17, Wakulla 14. On the Bear No Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk-On Sports Bistro. Let's relive the Walk-On Sports Bistro drive of the game. Walk-On Sports Bistro, game day with a taste of Louisiana.
We'll flip that around on the first play. Quarterback draw on play number 2. or actually play number 3 of that drive.
There's Kelly on the run. Please. Brinson, first touchdown of the game. First drive of the game. And now we are live. 2nd and 5 for the War Eagles from the Chiles 15-yard line. They're down 17-14. Please. Fakes the handoff. Ends up handing it off to Chandler. Chandler gets around the outside and going to be close if he got across the 10-yard line. It's a first down.
Not too dissimilar from that first play of the game that we saw Wakulla run, and we just saw there on the drive of the game feature.
Let's see right here, Nehemiah Chandler.
Also not a good snap there.
So that is a first down, 1st and goal. Another Barber's best termite and pest first down. Oh, actually, no. You know, it is 3rd down. I take it back. 3rd and short, just outside the 10-yard line for the Timberwolves, or for the War Eagles.
No take back spin. Oh, yeah, you can. Never mind.
Let's keep on here, you guys. Let's make some noise.
So play clock is at 0, but they're going to reset that. All right, so Please awaits the snap, a low snap. He's able to hand it off to Kelly. Kelly, nothing doing. Brought down by the Timberwolves. That's Bryson Floyd. Huge play.
Now, do you try to kick and tie it up? Or do you go for it here on 4th down?
I've got a feeling they're going for this.
I would think that they are.
That brings up 4th down.
Wakulla is ready.
Look for Cleves to keep something here.
Kelly goes to his right. They're trying with a hard count.
They got it.
They got it. Tell you what, that's a couple times tonight he's done that. Veteran quarterback back there picks the right spot to do that hard count. So offside. 1st down, War Eagles.
Actually thought they'd try to go fast there and have Cleves keep it and try to hit a corner before defenders could get there, but that play worked as well.
Ball just outside the 6-yard line. Another low snap. He's doing a great job corralling those bad snaps. Has the receiver in the end zone. Touchdown!
Samron Brinson.
Brinson, touchdown number 2 on the evening for him. That is a Weston Trawick touchdown. Weston Trawick, building, connecting, powering 24/7.
Yeah, Cleves did not have an easy drive that time from a standpoint of getting the snap where he needs it to run things smoothly. But still did a good job on that drive nonetheless.
That connection 6 yards, extra point up and good. Your score, Wakulla 21, Chiles 17, 7:55 to go in this ball game. We'll go ahead and send it to break. Come back after that for the exciting finish of this ball game. It's the Bear No Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk-On Sports Bistro on Tallahassee CW. Welcome back to Tallahassee, Florida, Lawton Chiles High School. Ben Cinco, Eric Llewellyn, and Emily Peters on the sideline. Emily, what you got for us?
Man over on the Wakulla sideline, and you might want to pay attention for this one. So his son, the man I was speaking to, is over here on Chiles' sideline. It all starts with head coach Scott Cleves. We all know that his son is the quarterback. He is Hayden Cleves. Well, his nephew is over here, Walker Cleves, on Chiles' JV squad. And the last time the Cleves went head-to-head was back in 2012 when Walker Cleves' father, see, I'm even getting it messed up, when Walker Cleves' father played against Scott Cleves as the head coach of Wakulla.
Great information, Emily. Thank you. There's the awards for you kickoff. It is bobbled into the end zone. Going to be a touchback. Awards for you encourage, recognize, and celebrate. For Chiles, down now 21-17. Had a heck of a second half. See if they're going to be able to put some points on the board. 7:55 to go in the contest. Taylor Jacobs and company doing a heck of a job in this second half. Down 14-3 at the half. Scored 14 straight before Wakulla just answered back and took the lead. Jacobs play will not happen.
Wakulla. Again, going back to, talked about it early on, but the offensive line, that abrupt movement down into the three-point stances. I can't remember doing a Chiles game where we didn't see at least one offsides call that was caused by that movement by the offensive line, and there's the first one of the game against Wakulla from that. So
ball placed at the 25-yard line. Will be 1st and 5 from there. 4 receivers, 1 back next to Taylor Jacobs. The back will get the handoff. Heck of a job there by Wakulla, reading that, making the play in the backfield for a loss.
Now they gave most of that penalty yardage back on that play.
Call that Herschel Blackman and company back there making the play. Loss of about 3 to be 2nd and 8. Chiles taking their time, about 12 seconds left on the play clock. Play clock down to 3. There's the snap. Going to hand off to Moses. Moses looking to get around the edge. Not able to. Brought down for another loss.
Loss on the play. 3rd down.
So the Wakulla defense once again comes up big on that play. 3rd and about 9 yards to go for Chiles. Nice hero shot there of Jordan Tanner. 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Jacobs will roll right. Looking, hits Brundage for a big 1st down. Isaiah Brundage, big 1st down for the Chiles Timberwolves.
Well, the big guy, let him go up and get it. Brundage did just that.
Nice job, Jacobs. Sees Brundage. Just like that, another Barber's Best termite and pest 1st down.
And you've got 3 defenders around him there, but the ball itself is a better throw in that situation than what we saw earlier in the ball game. And he at least put that in a spot where Brundage could use that size advantage and use the body to go up there and make the grab.
1st and 10 from the Wakulla, or from the Chiles 46-yard line. Moses able to get about 6 or 5 yards on that carry, gets past midfield.
Tough yardage, but good job by Moses there. Took a big hit there, so important to wrap the ball up, make sure you protect it, and he did just that after a gain of 5.
Ball at the Wakulla 49-yard line, 2nd and 5 from there. Clock continues to roll, about 5:16 to go in this contest. Moses takes the handoff, gets just past the line of scrimmage. Actually, not even to it. Right about, there's about a step shy of the line of scrimmage. So, 3rd and about 5 from there.
Feels like Chiles is trying to drive and run clock at the same time here.
Jacobs with LaShawn Douglas next to him in the backfield. Jacobs rolls left, hits the receiver. Yeah, that's going to be about.
Hall, he couldn't keep his feet when he made that catch. If he can stay up there, he's got the first down.
Yep.
Yeah, he had to lay out a little bit to get to that ball.
So it's going to be about 3 yards shy of the first down. Chiles will keep the offense on the field. Clock about 4 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. 4th and 3 from the Wakulla 47-yard line.
Watch the offensive line and that shift down into the three-point stances here. See if they try to use that.
Taylor Jacobs decides to use a timeout. Yeah, the play clock was right about at 0, so wisely takes that timeout. 3:41 to go in the fourth quarter. What a ball game we've had. We will, of course, be back here next week. We're going to be at Godby.
Not back here, technically, back here on your TVs.
Back on the CW, 7 o'clock next week at Godby High School. Godby hosting a game at their new turf field there. Welcoming in the Madison County Cowboys. Look forward to that. I always get excited when we go to a stadium we haven't done a game at yet, and that's definitely a field we haven't broadcast from yet.
Yep.
So the timeout is ending. Taylor Jacobs and company coming back on the field. The Wakulla War Eagles defense will meet them right there. 4th and 3. Big play here. They don't get this, they might not get the ball back. Oh.
That's going to go against Chiles.
That will be a 5-yard penalty. From 4th and 3 to 4th and 8.
I don't know that changes the math. Maybe it did.
Yeah, looks like the punting team will come out. Well, they're talking things over.
Yeah,
they have decided against punting. Taylor Jacobs and the offense will come back out.
I think that's the right call.
They got to do it quick, though. 9 seconds left on the play clock. Another false start. So another 5-yard penalty. From 4th and 3 to 4th and 13. Taylor Jacobs going to come to the sideline. And the call is to bring Bobby Enxler and the punt team out. So they'll put it in the hands of the Chiles defense to stop them.
And the punt for Chiles, number 38, Bobby Enxler.
And they're only going to have, Chiles is only going to have one timeout to use to stop that clock once Wakulla gets the ball back.
Delvin Zanders and Samarin Brinson both back deep. Enxler put some air under that kick. It's going to roll inside the 20-yard line. Call it dead about the 16 or 17. So 3:26 to go. That's where the War Eagles will start this drive. Tell you what, this both defenses have played well tonight. Chiles is going to need defense to come up huge to be able to get the ball back before this game is over with.
Well, if you force them 3 and out here, you will get the ball back. Again, they only have one timeout. But if Wakulla gets a first down in this situation, that's going to be a problem for Chiles.
Low snap again. He's able to contain it, throws the ball deep downfield, going to be incomplete. I tell you what, there's been some bad snaps tonight, and Hayden Cleese has pretty much corralled every one of them.
That's the thing. It's surprising with as many as they've had that none of those have come back to bite them. Of course, the most egregious was on a play that was blown dead because of false start on Wakulla, and ended up a snap that was well over the head of Cleese that he absolutely couldn't handle. A little bit of a favor there by Wakulla, stopping the clock for Chiles there with the incomplete pass. That makes the clock issues a little bit easier for Chiles if they can get a stop.
Nope. Handoff. Kelly gains about a yard. Third and long for the War Eagles.
Player down, Trent Strozier.
So Strozier down. Come out to check on him. Stops the clock for the moment at 3:01. Third and 9. Thank you for joining us this evening. First ball game of the season on Friday Night Rivals, live from Tallahassee, Florida. Next week, once again, we will be 7 o'clock on the CW. We'll be at Godby. Madison County comes to town to play the Cougars on their brand new turf field right there off of Tharp Street. Looking forward to getting there. Actually, you know what? I take it back. 7:30 kickoff, it says. So glad to know that. So set your DVRs accordingly or watch us live. So the fans are getting a little rowdy down here, imploring their defense to make something happen. 3rd and 9. Cleese, the short hitter, brought down hard. Will Bryce makes the play, going to bring up a 4th down.
The Chiles defense, and Chiles is going to use their timeout now. Chiles defense got it done. They're going to get the ball back to the Chiles offense here after a punt by Wakulla, or at least we assume. And they did it. It took less than a minute off of the game clock. You had the incomplete pass on the first play there by Wakulla. Then the short gain on a run on 2nd down with an injured player that stopped the clock. Then it started back up again once they got set. And then the short run and the stop and the timeout. So they managed to do all that in about 50 seconds of game clock. So Chiles will get the ball back. They'll have plenty of time. They won't have any timeouts left. But they'll have probably about 2:40 a game clock left by the time they get their first snap off.
So Ryan Sumner and LaShawn Douglas back to return this kick. Will Bryce putting some pressure. Fair catch. Ball caught at the 39-yard line of the Timberwolves. That's where they'll start this drive. 2:47 to go in this contest. Chiles down 21-17 to Wakulla. So Taylor Jacobs and the Timberwolves offense come on out on the field.
So, man, you got to try to get it downfield to Bundridge here. Size disadvantage for Wakulla in trying to cover him on the outside, sideline nearest to us.
Jacobs going to keep the ball. Goes up into the trenches, nothing doing. War Eagles come up big. Stop him there. No gain, 2nd and 10. Clock continues to roll. 2:33 to go in this ball game.
Timberwolves. Plenty of time on the play clock. Oh, Jacobs looking to the sideline. Ball gets snapped. Able to grab it. They got to hurry up. Big loss on that play. Going to bring up third down. About 2 minutes to go in this ball game.
Well, I'm not sure I agree with hurrying up. I think they've got to make sure they've got a play call here that they like. And if you take an extra 5 to 7 seconds off the game clock to do that, I think that's okay in this situation.
We're looking at 3rd and 25. Ball at the 25-yard line. Jacobs throwing deep down the middle of the field. Going to be picked off. Is that Sammer Brinson?
I think it is.
Sammer Brinson. Nope.
Devontae Roberts.
Devontae Roberts. Okay, I thought it was 6, but it's 3. So Wakulla able to make the big play when it counts. Minute and 30 to go. They're going to take over on offense. We'll get a good look at this play. Jacobs trying to make the play deep. Trying to hit Sumner. Big play by Devontae Roberts to pull that ball in. So 1st and 10. Wakulla at their own 36-yard line. Looks like they're going to
take a knee and kill the clock here.
Set up in the victory formation. We have a flag on the field. They're going to call offsides on Chiles.
Flag on the play. Offsides. Defense.
What a ball game we've had tonight, Eric.
Yep.
A lot of offense when it mattered, a lot of defense when it mattered.
2 very good defensive football teams, no doubt.
Cleese takes the knee. And the clock. Let's take a look at tonight's Barano Heating and Air play of the game. Barano Heating and Air, we will always be there for you. There's a look right there. Cleese looking into the end zone to Sammer Brinson. That's the second connection they made on the evening. And that's put us where we're at, 21-17.
Great job handling the snap there by Cleese and finding Brinson in the end zone.
Cleese takes a knee again.
Should have one more play.
Yep, clock's down to about 40 seconds.
About a 5-second difference between the game clock and the play clock.
Tonight's Barano Heating and Air player of the game is ... Sammer Brinson. Barano Heating and Air, we will always be there for you. Brinson, 2 touchdown receptions on the evening. There's his first one on the first drive of the game. About 26 yards on that score. There he is on a nice punt return. And while that's going on, all you missed was just the last snap of the game and the knee. And there's the final score of the evening. Put the War Eagles up 21-17, and that is your final. The victorious War Eagles squad celebrating on the sidelines. Tell you what, we'll go ahead and send it to break. When we come back, we're going to have some fun stuff for you. That's your final, 21-17. It's Barano Heating and Air Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk-On Sports Bistro. Come on back. Welcome back to the Woods on the campus of Chiles High School in Tallahassee, Florida. Ben Cinco, Eric Llewellyn with you, and Emily Peters on the middle of the field there with the victorious Wakulla War Eagles squad.
Our first champions for Barano Heating and Air's Friday Night Rivals presented by Walk-On Sports Bistro, the Wakulla High War Eagles. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you. You can get out now.
Okay.
How about that? Look at the championship belt. Looks beautiful with the Friday Night Rivals trophy that they just received from Emily. They are relishing that. Well, folks, thank you so much for joining us. For Emily Peters and Eric Llewellyn, I'm Ben Cinco. Once again, your final score tonight, Wakulla War Eagles 21, Chiles Timberwolves 17. Don't forget to join us again next Friday night, 7:30, Madison County at Gabi. We'll be there. Love to see you there with us. Thanks, folks. Have a great weekend.